Let's talk about Facebook and Google. These are the two biggest digital advertising channels. But if you're just starting to look into digital advertising, it can be hard to make a decision, which begs the question, which one is the best place to start? Now, each one as a platform has its own advantages and disadvantages, which is why we need to discuss them so we can understand which is better for your business. So it might be different if you're a local business, a B2B business, e-commerce, what type of e-commerce. We want to discuss these things so you know what's right for you. Let's start with Facebook. Facebook has the highest number of users out of any other social media platform. Facebook has 2.85 billion users. So it makes sense that if you're looking to advertise, it's a great place to start. Now, one of the big advantages of Facebook is that Facebook has the best audience targeting. Now, the reason it's the best is because people share their personal information on Facebook. So Facebook is able to gather all of that data and use it to their advantage from an advertising standpoint. Now, I know it's kind of creepy, but from an advertising standpoint, it's pretty awesome because now that means that Facebook is going to be much better at helping you find who's most likely to be your future customer. Another advantage from Facebook is that it's a very visual platform. It utilizes text, images, video. So there's a lot of ways that we can engage with our potential customer on Facebook. Another huge advantage of Facebook, it's its user activity. Facebook's users are incredibly engaged and incredibly active. Let's face it, if we're trying to fill a dull moment or a boring moment, we're going to Facebook or Instagram. In fact, on average, people spend around 145 minutes per day on Facebook or Instagram. So what this means for us is that our customers are on Facebook. And not only do people spend 145 minutes a day, but here's a scary statistic. People scroll about 300 feet per day. That is taller than the Statue of Liberty every single day. Now, because of that actually creates a lot of opportunities for us as advertisers to get in front of our customer and make sure that our customer knows who we are and knows what we can offer them. And another advantage is that Facebook is actually pretty affordable. You can get in front of a lot of customers for a pretty affordable price. Now, because Facebook is able to gather the data that we share on photos and videos, Facebook has a massive advantage on their lookalike audience. Their lookalike audience is where they gather all of that information and find people that are similar to somebody who has purchased from your website or somebody who has subscribed to your email list. So it becomes a lot more effective to find more customers that look similar to your already existing customer base. So that's it for Facebook. Let's move on to Google. Google has an immense audience. Google has 4.3 billion users, not to mention that it has 5.6 billion searches every single day. So this makes Google really attractive from an advertising standpoint. Another huge advantage from Google is that the little guy can win. One major misconception about Google is that the largest budget wins. That's actually not always the case. Google prioritizes a higher quality ad to a customer more than it prioritizes the budget. Another advantage of Google is it has a wide range of ad formats and networks. You can have an ad show up on Maps on Google Maps. You can have it show up on the search bar. Google also has a broad network of websites where your ad can appear. So if there's a website that Google thinks your customers are hanging out in, Google's going to put your ad on that website and see if it can generate more customers for you through that website. Not to mention, Google owns YouTube. YouTube has 2.29 billion users on its platform. So that's another place that Google is able to leverage to find your potential customer. And the beautiful thing with YouTube is you don't even need to film a video to appear on YouTube. You can run a bunch of different advertisements where your ad will show up on YouTube. Another massive advantage that Google has is that it's a very low barrier to entry. On all these other platforms, you either have to create video, you have to have some sort of catchy image. With Google, you don't need any of that. You can get started just with text. So if you can write just really basic copy, you can still be effective on Google Ads, which means you don't have to create some fancy creative to get started. You can get started right away. So now that you know the advantages that Facebook has to offer and the advantages that Google has to offer, which one is best for your business? Now, before we get into that, if you've already found value in this video, be sure to smash that like button. It really helps with the algorithm. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel where you can get updated on all the latest marketing tips and tricks so that you can grow your business faster online. So which platform is the best place to start? Before we get into that, there's one thing that we need to understand first, and that's user intent. The main differentiating factor between Facebook and Google is that Google really utilizes user intent and Facebook does not. So what does that mean? Facebook, people are just scrolling, right? They're not really trying to get anything out of it other than just entertainment. Facebook, you're not really looking for anything in particular. Versus with Google, you are actively looking for something. You're looking for a problem that you need a solution for. You're looking to learn something. You're actively searching for something. Now, why does this matter? People who have an intent to purchase something or to learn something have a higher conversion rate than those who don't. And that's because they're aware that they have a problem and they're aware that they need a solution for that. Or they're aware of the solution and now they're just trying to find the right one. Now, because user intent ads tend to come up as a search ads tend to have a higher impact on a customer. The reason for this is because psychologically, their brain has made a note that this is important. Think about it this way. When you're looking to buy a car, say you're looking to buy a 4Runner or a Mustang, suddenly you see that car everywhere around town. The reason is because we've told our brain that that's important and that we should make note of it. That's why we never noticed 4Runners or Mustangs driving all over town before, but now that we're looking to buy one, and because we've labeled that psychologically as important, now we notice it everywhere. This works the same with a search ad. I know that I have this problem that I'm looking for a solution for, and so now that I see solutions everywhere, my brain is making a mental note and saying, hey, be sure to remember this because this is important. So all that's to say is, where is the best place to start? In my opinion, primarily because of user intent, I believe that Google is the best place to start for most businesses. Now, there are some exceptions, but let's break it down a little bit further. So if you're a local service-based business like a restaurant or insurance agent, real estate agent, then Google is definitely the best place to start. Think about it. People are actively searching for those services. You're looking for a restaurant. You're looking for a landscaper near you. These are things that people are actively searching for. And where do they go to search for? On Google. The other reason is because many times people use Google Maps to find what's nearest them. So when someone is searching for restaurants near me and they're using Google Maps, your restaurant can come up at the top, making it a higher priority and giving your business first dibs. Now let's talk about B2B businesses. So B2B businesses, Google most of the time is your best option because again, people are searching for it. If you offer a CRM, people are looking for a CRM. If you offer mail marketing services, people are looking for that. If you're a print shop, people are looking for that. Those are B2B services that are going to thrive much more on Google than they are going to on Facebook. However, if you're a B2B business and what you offer is very new technology, it's not really something people are searching for, then in that case, Facebook might be a better option for you. Now, one thing to note, if you are advertising on Google as a B2B business, many B2B clients have a really high lifetime value. So your competition is willing to pay a lot of money for that customer. So that might mean that you need a slightly higher budget to start out with. However, keep in mind that low budgets can still win. You just have to have a better ad and better targeting, which all can be done through Google Ads. Now for e-commerce businesses. E-commerce businesses are sort of a 50-50. And the reason is because some products are actively searched for while others not so much. For example, if your store sells shoes or clothing, that is something that people are actively searching for. So using Google Ads, Google Shopping specifically, is going to be a great way to get in front of your customer and get more sales. However, if you sell an online course or a coaching program, there aren't very many people searching for that, especially if you have a course that's very unique, then that might be something better for Facebook ads or something that works in that feed style where you are just showing up in front of your customer, even though they're not looking for you. So a simple rule of thumb that might make it easier to distinguish which one's better for you is that if you sell an info product, Facebook ads will probably be better for you. But if you sell a physical product, Google ads will probably be better. So now with all of this information, who wins? Who officially wins between Facebook and Google? To be clear, I use both of these platforms and they're both great platforms to advertise in. But if I had to give a slighter edge to one over the other, it would definitely be Google Ads. Google Ads is a much better place to start because you're starting with low-hanging fruit. Again, people know they have a problem and they're looking for a solution. And if your product is offering that solution, it's easier to catch those people than it would be on Facebook. However, Facebook is really great for scaling. If you are already successful on Google Ads and you want to expand your network and expand your sales, Facebook Ads is a really, really great option. Plus, Facebook is really great for remarketing. So whether they clicked on your ad and showed up on your landing page and you want to remarket to them, when we want to remarket, we want to stock them everywhere on the internet. So Facebook and Instagram are a great place to constantly remind our customer who we are. And since people scroll over 300 feet per day, there's a lot of opportunities to remind our customer who we are. So now that you know that Google Ads is the perfect place to start advertising your business, go ahead, click on this video. It's going to walk you through step by step how to launch your very first Google Ads campaign. So go ahead, click on that, and I'll see you over there.